This is our single leg L glute bridge hold. So what Justin's looking to do is he's going to keep his hands out wide. He's pushing his hands down flat into the floor, activating the lats. From there, looking for a nice posterior pelvic tilt, he's going to tuck in his tailbone, lifting it off the floor. He's going to drive his hips up, both his hips, into a glute bridge. And then from here, to make it a little bit more difficult, he's going to drive one knee up to chest, looking for an L shape or like a 90-degree shape at his knee, at his hips. And he's going to perform this for the prescribed time and sets. This is our single leg L glute bridge hold. Let's go over a single leg squat to sit. So there's gonna be two variations to this one. The first variation, or the easier one, is Justin's gonna go ahead and he's gonna plant his left foot down into the floor. The right heel is gonna stay planted and the toes will stay up. So he's basically putting all his body weight onto his left leg. So from here, all he's gonna do is he's extending the arms out in front of him. And then he's looking to stay tall. He's gonna squat down, touching down into the seat, and then driving back up to the top, squeezing his glutes. So we're trying to stay in a nice posterior pelvic tilt. That way he doesn't start to hinge his body forward. So Justin, if you can show what we don't want to see, we don't want the body to fold too far forward and his arms to drop down into the ground. We're looking to stay parallel to the floor. That's the key. So he should feel a ton of quads working here. From there, this is going to be our second variation, our harder variation. He's going to just squat down, do the same exact thing, staying nice and tall as he squats on that left leg here. That right there is our single leg squat to sit. Perform for the prescribed repetitions and sets. Let's do a foam roller single leg RDL. So what we're looking to do is we're using a foam roller, a yoga block, anything like that would work here as a block against the wall. What Justin's looking to do is he's driving his knee into the wall as hard as he can here. Once that happens, he should feel his inner thigh working really hard. And also his foot will flatten down into the ground. So from here, all he's looking to do is performing an RDL. So for a typical RDL, your hips will pull up and they'll pull back, and your torso will drop down as well. So think of a seesaw movement here. He's looking to hinge his hips back and upward. His foot will lift off on the back end as well. He's taking a deep breath in as he heads down, and then a breath out as he drives up. From here, his arms can either go on the side of his hips here, or he can keep them dangling as he's doing right now. To make this a little bit harder, and if you have load available, you can grab a kettlebell, dumbbell, anything like that. He'll hold it in the opposite hand to the front leg. He'll reach that opposite hand over to the foot that's planted, and then he's going to drive back up to the top, squeezing his glutes to finish the movement. So right there is a foam roller single leg RDL. He'll perform this for the prescribed sets and repetitions, and using a weight if possible.